Y'all know what it is? It's the Dollar Guy Yayo Show. Tap in.
Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, let's talk. Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, let's talk. Let's talk.
Good morning, Dollar.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Just getting back to life. Had a couple of life-changing experience over the weekend. How you been?
Well, shit. I've been going through some stuff. I had one of my aunties pass last week, 2 weeks ago, and then and another one of my aunties, my uncle wife to pass. My Aunt Cynthia, rest in peace, Aunt Cynthia. She just passed. I got to go to Memphis next week for a funeral.
Oh,
Yeah, it been just one thing after another, but that's part of life.
part of life. You know what we got to learn more and more is that life is short.
Yes.
And that's what I'm practicing on right now, Dollar. I am just really enjoying my life right now.
Yes,
I'm doing things I ain't did in a long time.
Yes.
But I am really enjoying life because one thing that I can tell, mental illness, it's a lot going on in the world. And it's like mental illness is real, Dollar.
Mental illness is real. Like you don't know what nobody going through. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Hey,
You don't know what nobody going through. People dying left and right. You got people that got to pay their bills. You got single mothers with kids. And she's stressing out because she got to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? You got men that's stressing out. They got to pay bills. You don't know what nobody going through these days. That's why it's best to leave people the fuck alone. Because you don't know what nobody going through, and you've been the fuck around and got some repercussions, or something that don't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, I just take life one day at a time and thank God that He blessed me and my wife and my kids to wake up and see another day. My grandbaby, I pray for my sister, my brother, they family, my aunts, uncles, cousins, they family, friends. They family, and I pray for my enemies too, and they families.
Amen. I hear you, Dollar. Shout out to Dollar.
Yeah, because everybody going through some things these days. Shit, and you got to make yourself happy because ain't nobody gonna make you happy like you.
No, and you got to take care of you first.
Exactly, because people talk about Jesus Christ.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. They'll talk about you and say all types of shit, but ain't nobody gonna help you when you need them. But yourself and God gonna give you a blessing. So on that note, I'll be like, shit, you gotta live your life for you, baby.
Right. And take care of you first,
Yeah, you gotta take care of you first.
Right. And always put God first. Since we going on a spiritual thing.
Always
put God first. Like without him, hey,
I
can be against you, God is for you.
I take God with me doing good and bad. I have God to bless me through everything, because in the world we living in right now, it's sad out here, you know what I'm saying? Every day you look on the internet, somebody died.
Right.
And it's sad.
Somebody's killing their moms and brothers and sisters, or somebody killing their own kids now.
Yeah,
like it's getting really bad out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We was just talking about before we came on, about the dude just got out of jail. His mama was praising him. My son home, my motherfucking son finally home. And this man kill his mama and brother. That shit sad.
Right.
That's just sad shit, man.
Right.
So
that just caused it to make him snap like that is what I really wonder what he was
That's
thinking.
what I want to know too, because there's always a reason in some motherfucker mind by what's going on. Always a reason about something. So we don't know what his reasons is.
Right.
What happened?
With society being so different, he's coming out of prison and things are so different now. You know what I mean? Sometimes they just want to go back.
It ain't that goddamn different where I'm gonna kill my goddamn mama and little brother.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
But
these motherfucking niggas mind fucked up.
right. But when I say so different, is that with social media and you know, with things that's going on, is just it's demonized sometimes, Dollar. Even if we don't want to believe it,
Yes.
this shit is demonized. I be calling Facebook the devil book. Like, oh, look, ain't nothing but the devil today on this
Yeah,
shit.
it's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Social media period to me,
Yeah.
yeah, yo, social media period is the devil. Like these motherfuckers be on weird shit.
They weird, aren't they?
Yeah, and then everybody want got an excuse for their weirdness. Man, ain't no motherfucking excuse for that bullshit you doing. You on bullshit.
Right.
You
And
know?
then you got a lot of people that's not qualified trying to be the teacher. And
Yeah.
I just be looking like, oh, bitch, oh, nigga.
You gotta think about what been going on in the society for the last 20 years.
Right.
Kids been having kids.
Yeah.
These young girls is 14, 13, 14, 15 years old having a kid. They don't know how to raise their goddamn self. So how you gonna raise a kid?
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was 15.
But you had a strong mama and daddy.
I did. And I had a mama and daddy in the home, and they helped me with them
And
kids.
hell yeah, because I can remember when my sister had my little nephew. I want to say she wasn't as young as she wasn't on
16, 17,
16,
right?
she about 16 and 17. And my mama took care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Took care of my niece. And my mama showed my sister how to raise a kid.
Put that coat on. Put that
Yeah,
hat on.
But a lot of these grandmamas these days, they ain't raising they rather be on the street partying than to sit at home and raise their grandbaby because they saying the baby ain't mine. I ain't gonna raise it. You had the baby, you gonna raise it. That ain't how life goes.
Right.
It take a village to raise kids.
Right.
We all got it. It take a whole village to raise kids.
Listen to you, Dollar. I like it when you be preaching, Dollar, because when you start preaching, it do good.
Yeah,
You be
because
like, look at you. Look at Dollar.
because it's the truth though. You know the world is so sad out here. You got a lot of these young boys, they don't even know nothing about life, right?
Right.
And they picking up a gun and going out here and kill somebody at 13 and 14 and 15, 16 years old. You going to jail for the rest of your life.
And they don't know what a life sentence really
They
is.
don't understand what a life sentence is. It don't click in their head till about a year or two later, and they like, oh my God, I ain't never getting out this motherfucker.
Right. And
I
did
done
you
been in
know-
jail and saw it.
Right. And
A
you
little
saw
young nigga come in that motherfucker, he drunk to kill somebody, and you wake up the next morning, you like, man, do you know what you did last night?
don't even
You like,
know.
no, man, you ain't here for murder, my nigga. They get to crying like a $2 bitch. It's too late to cry now, boy.
Don't even
You know,
remember.
it's too late.
Yeah, I was looking on the news today, and Chicago is #1 for the murder capital in the United States. And most of the murders that's committed is 18 and under.
You know why? Because people is glorifying murders and shit now. You see it all on the internet. When have you saw in life that so many people is laying dead on? You could go to your, I hate to get on Facebook some morning, but I got to see what's going on.
Right.
You will see, just like I looked up this morning, look on Facebook, 2 people shot over there on 7 Mile Outer Drive. 2 people laying, one in the car, one in the truck shot, the other, I don't know if it was a girl or a dude laying on the ground shot. You seeing all this shit by a matter of seconds. Something happen, you see it in a matter of 1 second with this phone.
Right.
Somebody go live, put it all over. This is the devil, man. Don't know. I ain't saw so much death in my life. Yeah. You know, and these young people think that it's cool. Oh man, they're like they playing that video game on out in the streets. What's that shit called?
Grand Theft or something.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Or what's the other
This
one?
ain't no goddamn game.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Ain't no return once you kill somebody.
It's
They
a
ain't
game.
coming back, and you might get away with it for a minute. But when that white man come get you, your ass is not getting out of jail no more, man.
They got
And
you.
all them niggas that you tried to press, talk about my gang this, them niggas ain't gonna be nowhere around while you in jail. They gone.
Not a letter, not a conversary, no nothing.
Not nothing. They gone.
The
You
women
in jail for a neighborhood who don't give a fuck about you.
they done moved on.
Look at that shit down there in LA with Big U and all them. That man was a stored motherfucker that come there. See, when you keep doing shit, the God gonna catch up with you.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing wrong and think you're gonna keep getting away with people. You a storing motherfuckers. Talking about they can't come to your city, they come check in with you. I ain't never checked in with no nigga. Shit. I just ain't no check-in type of nigga.
Yeah.
So shit.
So don't even play here.
I'm telling you, man.
But yes, we got to do better. It's a lot of things that's going on in the world where it's almost like, you know, I saw this video floating around of this guy. I think he played basketball. I don't want to say the name yet because I got to get more of the information. Just beating on his girlfriend, and the sister was trying to break it up. I think more women is sad need to go to gun range, carry guns.
Well, shit, I don't know why. I don't know why these women whooping niggas' ass left and right around here.
You think so?
These new women, these young women is whooping these young niggas' ass. These young niggas got them. Look here, these young niggas got them braids all in their hair. Man, only motherfucker I do is grab your braids and twist them bitches around their hair, and they can control your whole body. I saw a young girl grab a nigga and sling him around the goddamn room like he was a sack of potatoes. Shit, whatever they got with these young girls is rougher than a motherfucker these days.
Hey, wow.
They quick to check you. They quick to check you.
You stupid. I know.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for these young hoes. These young hoes is rough.
Ooh-wee. Man.
Yeah, yo, man, you know I ain't lying. When you go down social media, who the only motherfucker you see fighting lately?
It'd be more women fighting on social media.
Shit.
It'd be more women, but the women be really scrapping now.
I watched this thing the other day, man. I remember we grew up, my mom and dad used to tell us, don't you go to nobody's house starting no shit. You don't go to nobody's house looking for trouble because you will get it.
Yeah.
And I watched on the internet, this girl went to this girl's house to jump on her. The girl was only 31 years old, and the girl killed her. And the girl gonna get away with it because you came on my property to do something to me. Right. And I stand my ground in self-defense. Right. You know? And I want to say this on the internet so y'all can understand. Don't go to people's house.
Stop doing that.
That ain't gonna turn out for you, right, baby? Because don't try to be tough and try to get likes on the internet to try to prove no point. You record going to a motherfucker house, because once you go to a motherfucker house and the motherfucker gonna kill you, they gonna get off.
Right.
It's self-defense.
Right.
Shit.
Learn the laws. Take a paralegal class, people.
They need to learn the law. These young motherfuckers need God in their life, man.
Yeah, they do learn.
Yeah.
Look, even when you got God in your life, the preachers is closing the door and locking you in.
That motherfucker say, I need to get $20, $1,000 a gallon here, and I need $20 from every last one of y'all. Lock the door.
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 Cheers.
And all y'all up here on stage with me, I need 100 from y'all a piece.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
That's gonna be my new day now.
Man, that motherfucker crazy, ain't he, man? It go to show you about these churches, you know. And I was just talking to my apostle the other day, and like I told you, that's why I don't go to these churches.
Right.
You know, every time you go in that motherfucker, they send it. The goddamn, what's the little tray? They send that around there 40 times. The church need a new refrigerator. I know you got it in your pocket. I'm finna send this train around, and when it come back up here, we need to be able to buy a new refrigerator.
Right.
The church need is like bill paid. 1,200. I need 40 from you, 200 from you, Mr. Tyrese, because I know you got it. You know, church ain't like it used to be, man.
Man, these preachers got private jets.
Man, they got jets. Creflo Dollar raised $200 million.
Who did?
Creflo Dollar.
Yeah.
To get him a brand new plane. $200 million. And he got that motherfucker. You see it, nigga?
Mm-hmm. He sure
down here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
he motherfucker got some money down here, man.
because they would need him to fly in style. But who am I to judge? This is God's people. I'm not, but I
Look,
just
God don't do. We holler these
be a
God.
cheerful giver.
Look
Like,
here, man. God don't do all this stuff. Come on, how you gonna get stuff? Look at this. Is what I don't like about the pastors,
okay,
and it ain't all of them, but it's a lot of them. Y'all look and see that the community people barely got enough money to pay their goddamn bills.
right.
Some people ain't got no money. I had a homeboy. I got a homeboy. Well, he my brother. I call him my brother. And he got a sister, right? She said she went to this church. She been going to this church since they was kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her lights got cut off. So she told the pastor, she said, they about to get cut off. So she said, can I talk to you? He's like, yeah, after service. So after service, she went up to talk to the man. She said, my lights is about to get cut off. You think, because she been putting money in her. You got this lady been putting money in this church for damn near 20-some years, right? And she say, I need to, can you help pay my light bill so me and my daughter won't be over there with the lights off? You know what this man gonna tell her? Right. Is your daughter gonna be home later on? She say, why? He say, if your daughter ain't, let your daughter go over there if she can to her grandmama house, and I'm gonna come over there later on, and me and you'll discuss it then. She say she cussed that man out. They never went back to the church no more because you know what he was really saying.
Right.
I come over there and get some of that thing.
I'll pay your light bill. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking pastors these days, some of these motherfuckers, they got inside demons. They got demons inside them that they ain't got rid of yet, but they want to try to tell you something. I believe in God. I pray by myself.
Once again, we talking about this again. It's the Jezebel spirit.
Yeah.
And it goes into men too. They thinking more sexual than they thinking to help and doing godly things.
And it's sad.
You got to stop playing with God like that because
it's sad, man. You can't go to the church and you've been a member of the church all these years, and you just like I watched it on the internet. This lady was a member of the church for over 40 years. She died. They didn't even want her to have her funeral at the church. How? My mama to put all this motherfucking money in this church and she can't have her funeral here.
Right.
The world it's fucked up.
Right.
You know?
I keep my close relationship with God and I just stay prayed up.
Yeah, you got to pray by yourself, man, these days. Read the Bible by yourself, pray. You have a relationship with God. You don't got to sit there and be, because there's a lot of shit going on out here that ain't right, man. Right. I'm telling you. Exactly. And when you look at it, it's a church on every corner. You mean it's a church on all these corners, but we still got all these crimes because people, the pastors ain't doing what the pastors is preaching to people who already supposed to be godly saved, right?
Right.
Why y'all don't get out there in the street and preach to the drug addicts, the gang bangers, the dope dealers? Them the ones who we need to get out the streets and bring it to the church house because they the one need saved. You see what I'm saying? But most of them scared to go out there in the streets and deal with the people.
Right.
You know,
and these new pastors, when you really think about it, you got people that's just going on social media with a word for today and talking, dropping some bombs and some knowledge. And then 2 years later, they pastors now. Because they got a following, because they said some, it's like that one guy everybody liked to follow and get all those relationship advice, and then they call him cheating on his wife. But he's sitting over there, he was bashing the men years ago, and he was sitting up there giving all the best relationship advice, and a lady blasts him like, I'm his side piece, I'm his mistress, this and that, and the wife ended up divorcing him.
Yeah, because you sit up there being a hypocrite.
There you go.
You out there, you doing everything, but you want to sit there and tell my wife, this nigga ain't right for you. Woman, you need to do this. Man, get the fuck. I don't let my wife listen to none of that bullshit.
Right.
For real. Don't be listening to none of that. Them motherfuckers will lie, and they be the worst motherfuckers of them all. You telling us not to, you telling people not to cheat, and you cheating on your wife. Right. Come on, man.
Social media preachers. Like, y'all really going on social media, letting somebody that's capping. Ain't even about this life. You know what I mean? Shit ain't together. Ain't even qualified to be teaching nobody shit. Like,
Yeah.
talk to somebody that's qualified.
I'm
You know
trying
what
to
I
tell
mean?
you.
Talk to
Well-
somebody that's qualified. I get if you have an experience, but like, is this person is really serious today? Like, oh Lord.
You see, a good preacher, to me, a good preacher is a person who could tell you something, been through a lot of things. You know what I'm
That
saying?
been through it.
Like a person who ain't got no story can't tell you really about nothing. If you ain't been through the shit,
You
how
ain't
can
even
you,
really finished.
how can you tell me about something you never been through?
Yeah, like
It's just
damn.
like a drug mother tell a person, hey, don't do drugs, don't do this, but you ain't never done drugs. The best motherfucker to tell you about don't do a drug is that crackhead or that heroin head that lost everything that they worked for because they went down that road and they fucked around and got on drugs and now they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They lost everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then the people who you want to listen to. How you gonna tell me not to go to jail and you ain't never been to jail, man?
Right. I feel that.
So you know what I'm saying? That's just like a motherfucker trying to tell a woman telling you, Angie, you don't need to get married. You need to get or you need to get married. You need to do this. Bitch, how you gonna tell me about marriage and you ain't never been married?
Or better yet, you've been divorced. Like yours didn't work out. You
Man, it's all right if she been divorced. At least she know about marriage. She took a chance and got married.
Bit, but
That's what's wrong with the world, though. A lot of these women.
But you know what, Dollar? I wouldn't listen to a woman that's been divorced.
Why?
Because she gave up. Like, nah. What do you know?
I feel that, and I feel that.
You couldn't keep them, or you wasn't happy, or you couldn't pick them. So if you didn't, like my mom, never been divorced. She's a widow. So I asked my mom a lot. I get it, and I appreciate your advice, but you couldn't. You gave up. And that's why I always tell people when you do get married, be equally yoked. You know what I mean? Like when I look for a man, I want a man that had a mother and a father. You get what I mean? So now that I have that, you know, this is what I'm aligned with because we both know, you know, how to treat each other because we know how our parents treated each other.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so yeah, it just work out better like that.
That's just like out here in the real world. You got all these women out here that's single. And you got all these women that's in relationships. They don't know how to get a husband because their mama ain't have a husband. They ain't had nobody who had no husband to learn how to treat a man. See, when the girl that been in the house with her mom and daddy, she watch how her mama treat her dad. She watch how you supposed to treat a man. She a man in the house with his dad, he watch how the daddy supposed to treat a wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These motherfuckers ain't got what you was gonna say.
I was gonna say, and it's the company you keep.
Exactly.
You listening to these nothing ass niggas and bitches, and you taking advice from them, and you
ain't gonna have nothing.
Motherfucking friends. You know, and you sat up there and fumbled a good man because you trying to show them you that it girl. And you ain't, it's like everybody want to be married for better or worse, you know, but they want the better, but they don't want the worse. They don't want the worse. They don't want the poor. You know what I mean?
You know what's the crazy shit?
No.
Yeah. You know what's crazy shit though, Angie? 80% of the women don't leave once it get worse.
They're gonna leave
and that's sad.
once it get worse. You gonna
That's
leave.
sad.
But you know, it was like with me years ago, you know, and now, you know, they'd be like, oh, you stupid. He gonna have you looking stupid. Don't listen to them bitches. Don't listen to them bitches.
Don't listen to them.
You ain't gonna have no man. That motherfucker 40-something years old still don't got a man. It don't even got kids. Don't nobody even want to put a baby in that bus.
Don't even want to put a baby in that little dry ass pussy.
You trying to tell
Don't even want to put a baby in that dry ass old pussy. Bad.
Ran through. So you sitting up here trying to impress nothing ass bitches, and nothing for nothing equals nothing.
Nothing.
Stupid ass.
And a lot of, but you gotta think about this though, yo. A lot of these people, they listen to their friends.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I never been that type of nigga. I don't give a fuck. Nigga come and say, man, she was a hoe. Good. She my hoe now. The hoe is mine now. Shit, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because people gonna talk all day long.
Right.
And misery loves company. And that's sad, but that's true.
There you go. And then once again, that Jezebel spirit, gonna tell you, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Girl, F that nigga. And you listen to him, and next thing you know, you fucked around and fumbled a good nigga. Like, ladies, y'all gotta stop listening and listen to
some of these women, some of good niggas by being stuck on themselves. Like some of these women think that they don't need a man till they need one. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of them be like, I don't need no man till you really need a man. Yeah, you like, damn.
I was guilty of that.
Yeah.
I was guilty of that. And then when I got a man, I'm like, what was I thinking? I love this shit. This is fun.
Because once you got a man, period. Like every man, I'm telling y'all this. God didn't take our rib out to make a woman for nothing. Every man need a woman.
Right.
And every woman need a man.
Yeah.
For real. When you sitting up there and you over 40 years old, you getting up there now.
Yeah.
You got to find you a man, or a minute you gonna be, and a man, nigga, you got to find you a woman, or a minute you gonna be fucked around and be by yourself.
Right.
And don't nobody want to be lonely, man. It's sad, but a lot of people ought to watch, like, they'll be hot. I don't give a fuck about no man. I'm cool over here by myself. You ain't cool over there by yourself. You looking at your aunties and your uncle like, come on now, man. You sitting at that motherfucker by yourself, that shit ain't cool. You thinking like, damn. You watching movies like, damn, that could have been me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Motherfucker get lonely, man.
Yeah.
The best thing in my life that ever happened was God bringing me the woman that I got, man. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for that every day.
But God blesses marriage, but the devil hate marriage. The devil hate marriage because they know it says in the book of John, when two people praying for the same thing, you know, God blesses that.
Yeah.
And that's why the devil hate marriage. I was reading this book called Outwitting the Devil, and it's Napoleon Hill having a conversation with the devil. And you can listen to the whole audio on YouTube. But long story short, he was saying, I can't stand it when they get married. I just leave them alone. He was like, because the devil was just saying that, you know, once two people join together, that makes them more powerful.
Power is in numbers.
Called Everyday Millionaire that I wrote. Do you know in America, most millionaires are married couples?
Yes. Because power is in numbers.
Right.
Power is in numbers. And like a lot of people think, you got so many women that got money and men that got money, but they lonely.
Right.
They ain't happy. You'll see it, they ain't happy.
I have money. But
they be just listen here though. It be a lot of motherfuckers they'll have way more than you. They'll be doing way better than y'all, but they be jealous of your relationship. Right. But you're like, damn, like, man, I don't like that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be jealous of your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, hatred is a cold motherfucking thing in the world.
Right.
And like misery, that's a true saying that misery loves company.
Yeah, it is.
Like a miserable motherfucker will come try to break you and your relationship up. They'll say all types of stuff. I stopped listening to motherfuckers probably 20 years ago when it comes to relationship shit. I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say about my motherfucking person. I'd rather find out on myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one time I had a homeboy, right? And this one made me learn. This one made me learn with myself and telling others. I didn't even see the chick over the nigga house. I went over to do a house. Me and him kicking about something. The chick in the living room, I didn't go towards the living room. I was in the kitchen.
Right. She
saw me. I ain't see her. Right?
Right.
So when I leave, she talked to this nigga. Like, you know that nigga? Did he fuck with my baby daddy? This. So the nigga like, damn, yeah, this is my, she don't know that this is my nigga. Man, this nigga been cool for years. We locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he called me. Like, damn, man, homegirl over there telling me all y'all business. I'm like, who? I'm still when he tell me, I'm like, talking about cuz girl? He like, yeah. He like, man, I've been fucking with her for a minute. He like, man, I'm telling you this so you can tell that nigga, man, because that bitch ain't right telling no motherfucker all that bitch. I ain't know that you was fucking with the nigga too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, and I went and told the nigga. Worst thing I could have did.
Worst thing you did. You learned that lesson. What
Yeah,
he
I
do?
learned that lesson. Because I told him, don't even say nothing. Who told you? That nigga just, who told? Dollar told me. So you know he ain't lying. I'm like, oh, shit. She was mad at me, but I didn't really give a fuck. Because this bitch was running her mouth about some shit that she shouldn't even been
Shouldn't be
talking to
running
nobody
her mouth
about.
You shouldn't have known about anyway.
If this was my nigga, you'd have told another nigga that, man, that could have robbed and killed us or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, motherfuckers a motherfucker out here, man.
Yeah, that pillow talk.
Yeah, well, that learned me right then. Don't tell a motherfucker shit, man.
Stay out
Let them find out on their own, man.
on their own. I wouldn't dare, you know, but I'd never entertain it. But Lord, let them find out on their own, man.
Yeah, you gotta let a person, because you know, a motherfucker get mad at you, yeah. A motherfucker would get mad at you for coming to tell them some shit that they don't want to know. They probably already knew, but didn't want to know.
You want to know?
Like you to fuck my house up, coming over there telling me something. They got me mad at my bitch. Me and her was having a great time. So I'll leave that shit alone.
You have to learn. Just stay out of it. Yeah.
I would give a fuck when I see my brother woman doing something. I'm not saying nothing. It ain't my business.
Nope.
Shit.
I ain't bringing nothing up.
Now, when I see her, I'm gonna let her know I saw her.
You gotta have one up on her.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm gonna let her know I saw her. But I'm also let her know I ain't getting into that shit.
You ain't getting in it.
So, you know, if it's meant for y'all to get caught, he gonna find out anyway. So I don't want to be the one to break y'all happy home up.
Right. Nah. Well, Dollar, we got our time in for the day, baby. What you got planned for the rest of the day?
Oh shit, man. I'm probably yo. Me and my wife went walking this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably meet a friend of ours down here out a little later on, man, and hang out for a couple hours.
Okay, man. Well, you know me. Yayo to be about that business today. It's raining and cold here in Vegas today.
Well,
Today is our last rainy, cold day.
Well, the weather here is hot than a motherfucker. I think it's 85.
Lucky y'all. Well, we'll be 90 next week. I can't wait because that way we'll be sitting by the pool all day next week. But other than that, it's one of those days.
How you feel today? Are we supposed to get up to 84 today?
Okay. Ooh, and it's going to be humid. That's going to be a nice day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have that weather next week, but I'm doing good, Dollar. Life is good. I can't complain.
That's what's up. I see you glowing. You happy? You look happy?
I'm happy. Life is good. Maybe we'll talk about it next week, where that glow is coming from. But today, we're going to go ahead and finish this off. Anything you want to say to the people before we hang it up?
I want to say that y'all like and share this. And thank everybody. We love y'all. And we out this motherfucker. Peace.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Y'all know what it is? It's the Dollar Guy Yayo Show. Tap in.
Let's talk. Let's talk.